What's up, friends? Welcome to my channel, Collecting is Fun, where I show you that collecting is fun. And in this one, I'm going to be reviewing something that I'm pretty sure nobody asked for. I'm just doing it anyway because I saw it in Walmart and I was like, you know, I've been tempted to get one of these figures, either her or Jimmy. And these things have been on clearance for a while at Walmart. But I was seeing the smaller version. I think it was the McFarlane version, I believe. But this is the Diamond Select version, so it may be a little bit better. That's just how I'm looking at it at the moment. I don't know. I forgot the other one that was showing, but I mean, it was like tempted to get it. I was so tempted. I'm like, man, this Jimmy robot looks like it might be kind of cool. But I saw that Diamond Select one. I thought that Jimmy robot may not be something I would want. It just looked like it just looked like it's just a big hunk of plastic. Honestly, is what it looked like. But this one looks like it has more character. She's got, you know, weapons and everything, and of course the price point was on point. The price point was only $10. $10 for this, and I'm pretty sure this thing was going for what, $29.99, something like that back in the day. Matter of fact, we should look this up and see how much it cost back then, because yeah, I wasn't gonna do it. We all know Rebel Moon was garbage. We know this was garbage, right? So why do I have this figure? Because she looks cool in other scenarios. That's pretty much it. It's a diversifying figure, or a figure that can diversify your collection. You're not going to get a Rebel Moon wave. You're not going to do that. For what? But you can get someone like her. You can get someone like Jimmy. And you can have them in various different scenarios. Honestly, she can be in the Star Wars scenario. She can be in whatever, you know. Actually, no, she cannot be, because she's 7 inches and it's not going to work with Black Series. Oh, scratch that one. But any other scenario where it's a 7-inch figure in there, McFarlane, whatever, she can do that. Any other Diamond Select figures, Marvel, whatever you have, she can work. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at what this figure could possibly be in that scale, and just being just, you know, a rando. There's nothing like having a rando figure. I mean, we get imported figures, stuff from overseas all the time, and some of these are just rando figures that don't really fit in your collection at all, in the mainstream collection. But it's good to have something like that. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm hoping this would be something that I can add to my collection to be happy about. It's Diamond Select, so we know the articulation is going to be limited, but we'll see if this stuff right here is either soft goods or what. I'm just curious. So, again, Netflix Rebel Moon. I'm not reading that because it's not really necessary. The movie was garbage. Both of them were garbage. And, yeah, it's not about the movie. It's about the figure here. Rebel Moon Nemesis. Let's open this thing up and let's see if we can have some fun with this. All right, here we are. We're back with this woman, Nemesis, out of the packaging. And I stand corrected. I think it was always Diamond Select. There was the other one. It was to SH Figure Arts that I've seen. And then there was also, I've seen Cora, who was played by the amazing dancer that is Sophia Botella, who's also a pretty good actor as well. And I've seen her SH Figure Arts figure. Yeah, at my local toy store. I think it was SH Figure Arts. It was something. Either way, SH Figure Arts has these as well as Diamond Select. So I think it's been the Diamond Select one that I've been looking at the entire time. Anyway, let's look at this figure and see what we have here. What did I get myself into? All right, let's go ahead and look at the effects first. Hats. Just what goes on the head? Do I take the hat off? I'm curious now, honestly, to see what that does. Let's just try this out. It's no, there's got to be something I gotta hold on. There's got to be something I gotta do to take that. Don't look like right at all, does it? Is that what she does? Hold on, let me look at this box here. Oh, it is. Let me back up a bit. There's the hat. Back to the effects. We got the blue swords. Hard plastic. Appreciate that. Not die cast, just hard. Red swords. So when these things get hot. And of course, she has the metal hands to withstand the heat. Open metal hand. Left and right. There we go. And then the item holding hands. Right there. Left and right. Beautiful. Okay, and then we got the holsters for whichever one. So you got the hot ones, of course, will be out. The cool ones will be in there. I mean, you would have one or the other, honestly, because they're the same blades. It's just they got hot. And the other ones just are not representing what got hot. But anyway, that's what the effects are. Let's look at the articulation here. We know it's Diamond Select. So let's see here. Okay, the arms don't go that far up. You see how this is blocked? That's blocked. What is this about? And that's definitely blocked. But I mean, I like how that covers it. That's, cool. This doesn't move anywhere. Rotate this way, that way. So she has... The thing about it is this character is supposed to have such great such great technique in swordplay. But she doesn't have much limitation. She doesn't have much articulation here. It's Diamond Select, right? That's one thing, but that doesn't mean everything. I mean, I know it's just the wardrobe also messes things up. And you want to stay true to the wardrobe, but... And you're not really going to be doing much with this figure, honestly. You're not going to have her in great poses. You're just going to have her positioned on the shelf, looking kind of cool. And that's really it. Let me just wake up the limbs a little bit. Got to push this back some. There we go. That's a neat trick. All right. So that's pretty much it. T-pose. Yes, just depending on how you want to do the T-pose. This is Brazil or this is Verbo Moon. Whatever. Holsters are just like Blade. They don't move. I don't like that too much. Okay. Now, this is the problem right here. This is it. That is plastic. Hard plastic too. So what does that mean? That means when it comes down to moving the legs, what are we going to do? So we look at the back. The sculpt is nice. Let's just talk about the positives for a moment before I get down to the legs. Got the bicep swivel. It's cool. That nice little threads in the back. See that? That's nice. This sticks out to show, I don't know, the space she has inside of this here. But you see that? It's just, look at that. They could have just made that little gift. Now it's just hard plastic they can't do anything with. Okay. Head. What can that do? The hair. This, I just want to tell you. I just have to say it. It's poorly designed. It is. The hair is just... You can't do anything. She has no choice but to just look straight. Up and down, forget about it. There's nothing there for her to move. Her neck is not supposed to be moving up and down. But left and right, yeah. But the hair is blocking it. So if you were to be froggy enough to cut this, that would be kind of crazy. But stupid. That's just dumb. Speaking of dumb, this hat. You see that? Is literally supposed to go on her head. What is that? It's not even, it's not. This is going to drape down as it's supposed to, but it doesn't fit on her head. I mean, you just push it down if you want to, but it's really just a balancing act. Nothing comes off. There are no extra heads, no extra hands, nothing. It's just, you probably say, you spend $10 too much on this, brother. You probably could say that. Should I take it back? It's a possibility. I might put my receipt together and say, hey, look, I don't want this no more. But anyway, still, Again, diversifying. Let's see what she does with her legs. The legs might save the figure. Let's see what the legs do. There are the legs, right? All right, so you got to move this up. Okay, so that is a good thing. That moves up. All right, so that is that's different. This does not move that up. So moving her legs back would be a fool's errand. So you would have to prop this up just so you can get her legs moving. And her legs look like regular legs, like she can, bend. Let's go ahead and bend this out to the side a bit. There we go. Okay, now there we go. Ankle. All right, it can pivot, yes. Double jointed knees, as she would need that. Bring that out. So she can do the splits. Not all the way, but good enough. The plastic is holding her back. Knees are nice and they're not gummy. They're good. This is such a weird look. That's so weird. But it's also kind of interesting. Like, she can definitely be balanced nicely. You just let the garment do all the work. That's weird as all get out. Gonna let the garment do all the work. So she can kind of stand like this. And I don't know why she would stand like this. Because you would want her to bend her knees to look like she's about to attack. But there are no toe articulation and you see what I'm seeing, right? You see this, right? Yikes, my bad. You see this, right? What are we doing? It's this. It's all this. She don't have to do nothing except just look like, she could just literally be looking like she's suspended in the air on wires or something. This is such a weird design. But it's interesting to try to see what you can do to make it work. It really is. Okay, see, now her feet look flat. All right, okay. See, now it looks like she's standing there. Okay, that's the best. That's the best. Even though one leg is slightly bent, the other one is like straight. So if I just bring it back some, there. Okay, now it looks a little natural. Looks natural, like she's standing there waiting for battle. Okay, see, now it's somewhat redeemed itself a bit because this opens up in there. But as you can tell, you can't do too much with this. Bringing it forward, inward, even though it has a thigh swivel too, there's nothing much you can really do as far as having her stand up. Maybe have her feet inside this to maybe look like that. There, that looks different. I can dig that. That's a little different. Let's deal with that. Let's stay with that. All right. So let's because the hat situation is the dumbest thing. This is just so she can stand like this, looking like, all right, but this is so big. Put this on somebody else. Find someone else you can put this on and let them use it. Oh, let's go hot and cold. At least you can hold the weapon, right? Right? There we go. And then we're going to go chill. Lukewarm. The lukewarm weapon. Cold steel. Let's do it that way. There you go. You know what? That doesn't look bad. It does not look bad. Put her feet right here. In here, so it looks like it makes sense. You see what I'm saying? Now it makes sense. Because having it out here looks like, okay, what's really going on? But having it in here like this makes sense. Don't look bad. Ignore the hat. Just put the weapons inside. Let's go hot and cold. Alternate the colors just to be different. What else are we going to do? Should we at least take off one hand? Let's just see how that works out. And maybe might be okay with just this $10 figure being a figure that just stands there. Maybe she can partner with, I don't know. Okay. I'm okay. I'm okay now. I'm all right with this. Don't expect much. I mean, who was expecting much? I don't know how many people got this. Maybe they customized it. Maybe they did something to make it better. Maybe they cut this. Because if you cut this out, she's all good. You cut all of this out. Let me just take a look at her legs real quick. Let's just take a look. Just nice black legs. So if you cut this, maybe smooth it out. I don't know. Cut around the knee. Right there, just cut it right here, maybe. It'll look cool, but I mean, it's supposed to have that nice Shogun look to her. This right here, maybe you can keep, I don't know. But it's just weird. This right here is just something you might want to play around with. I don't know. It's weird though. But it does come up. At least it does that. So you can have something you can work with. But this is the pose. Right there. Hold on. Right there. That's it. That's all you got. Okay, she's leaning back. Okay, we got to cheat. But there you go. Standing like this, whichever way you want to do it. Her legs in front is it. I mean, if you have her standing like this, no one's going to tell that she's leaning. Right? So it's just however you want to work it. But this is it. This is it. No torso. Torso can't do nothing, so you can't have her lean forward. This is weight. This is the weight. This is heavy. Heavy. Like Dream Girl's heavy. Heavy. You got so heavy, baby. Yeah. Just like that. It's heavy. I'm trying to see if I can get her to stand straight up. It's weird because this is in the way and you're trying to get her feet to be. Oh, there we go. Uh-oh. There we go. But now I can't see her feet. And I really wanted to see her feet in there. That was the effect I was looking for. But you at least see one foot. And there it is. She's standing without the help of this. So it can work. It works. I'm okay now. It's not wasted money. I'm okay. I feel all right. It's just trying to get her. I do want to see if I could. I just do want to see if I can just try something dynamic. Let's just try something. See if there's something dynamic we can get out of this. Because you can't twist it left and right. So it's just. Wait a minute. Am I twisting? Oh, there we go. Okay. And then if I can get maybe like that. Can we get that up there? Just double joint it. Come on, double joint. Oh, we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. Oh, that's it. That's the look. You can't tell that she doesn't have that foot really propping herself up, but there it is. That's the look. I think we just did it. I think we just made it worthwhile. Congratulations. There we go. This is a cool looking figure that can just stand there and just be that. Be the figure to stand there because she can't move her head for nothing. You saw that. Wearing the hat as a fool's errand. And yeah. I'm okay with this. This is really cool. Solid. Absolutely solid. And let's just take this out just because it looks weird. There you go. Nemesis, everybody. Nemesis. Interesting design and how they made that. They could have really just made the soft goods and we would have been all right. If they had made that soft goods, it would have been a lot better. Of course, the hat is a problem. Her not turning her head is a problem. The arms not going all the way up, that's not a problem. As long as you have her looking good. And the way it's sculpted is great. It's just that. The lack of mobility. Other than that, though, Nemesis, I'm okay with it. All right, folks, that's the end of the video. You barely made it, Nemesis. You barely made it. So If anybody wants to get Jimmy, again, check your Walmarts. They may still have it, but I understand if you don't. This came out in 2023. I think everybody had a chance or chances, enough chances to get these when they wanted to, if they wanted to. But hey, whatever. All right, folks, have fun collecting because collecting is fun. Later days.
Sing, 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 sing.